Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Akko Cilantro switch. This is a tactile switch with an early bump and tuned for deep clack acoustics. They're also manufactured by HMX with brand new molds. Akko did send me these switches for this review, but as always, all opinions will be my own. Remember to subscribe to support the channel, and you can find all the relevant links in the description. Unboxing these switches, I was surprised to see that Akko is using some newer packaging. Inside the outer box is a hard shell white container. This is different from their typical cardboard box that I was used to seeing. I didn't know why they would switch to more plastic after already using cardboard, but it's safe to assume it was either because this was cheaper or they wanted the extra durability. But regardless, inside is the typical perfectly organized and protected rows of switches that Akko is known for. These cilantros are manufactured by HMX with brand new molds designed with enhanced stability in mind. I may be out of the loop a little, but HMX was a name that I wasn't sure I had heard of before. Checking out some of their past work, they make a lot of switches. They have so many different colors, themes, and collaborations, but interestingly, they've only specialized in linear switches until recently. I was only able to find two tactile switch options from them. The cilantros, which we're looking at in this video, and their very own HMX frog switches, which I don't think are out yet. So that should mean that the cilantros are HMX's first publicly released tactile, and I think that's really exciting. Much like the creamy purple pro switches that I previously reviewed, the cilantros also feature a strong bump at the top of their travel. On the graph you can see exactly how immediate the bump is at literally 0.2 millimeters. You really can't get any more instant than that. An early bump is my personal preference, and I think it gives the best switch feel. Going over the other stats, we have a 36 gram operating force, 58 gram tactile force, and a total travel distance of 3.5 millimeters. When using the switch, I get that very distinct solid bottom out feel reminiscent of long pull stems. This is also what gives the cilantros their bold, clacky sound. I'll play a longer sound test at the end of the video, but for now, I'll say that Akko's goal of a deep clack was certainly achieved. When I opened it up, I saw some pretty typical attributes common with Akko switches. The stem is pre-lubricated, meaning that you don't have to do any additional modding. The mechanical keyboard hobby has definitely evolved to a state where pre-lube switches are pretty much the standard. It is important to always check the quality of the application to make sure they didn't apply too much or too little. Too much creates a sluggish, sticky feel, and too little is honestly okay, as long as you personally don't feel any scratchiness. A wet shine with no white blobs is what we're looking for. It might not translate well on camera, but I thought the application on the cilantro seemed perfect to me. Also, the spring is an extended one at around 22 millimeters. For reference, the classic cherry switches that everyone knows are 15. Extended springs make the switch feel more responsive because of their preload and snappy return. Overall, you should consider getting these switches if you are looking for that immediate tactile bump or if you're looking for that specific deep clack sound. I understand it's not going to be for everyone because it's definitely on the louder side, but I think it's deep, clean, and has a bold character. Also, before we listen to the sound test, I wanted to ask you guys if you had any recommendations for switches you think I should check out. Let me know if you had anything in mind that might make an interesting video. Remember to subscribe to help support the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.